Okay, g'day Robbie and welcome to Bumper to Bumper.
Yep. How you going, Rusty? Welcome to Lansfield.
Yep, thanks mate.
The fourth annual show here for the ATHS, and we've got a bit of a feature this year, 50 years of Peterbilt in Australia. And this old girl here is one of the original right-hand drive imports. There's about 117 brought in. This was nearly one of the last trucks. It was the last single order. It was built for Walter Wright in Melbourne. They had cranes and heavy haulage equipment. This truck was a float truck. The gearbox in the back is the original 1150G Fuller.
Is it installed at the moment?
No.
How does it go then?
It just came down from Queensland the other day. It was just found. A gentleman rang me up and he knew I had the truck, or found out I'd had the truck and seen this odd gearbox, and it was a very unusual gearbox to have a truck. It's got 5 speeds in the main and 4 speed in the back, and it's a compound box altogether. A lot of the time they were split. This truck's a short wheelbase truck, so hence the gearbox has been put together. A lot of the other Peterbilts had a 16-speed Spicer, which was a compound box again with 4 in the main and 4 in the back. The diffs, these aren't the original diffs, the suspension is. Originally had 64,000 pound diffs and was probably one of the heaviest road going trucks in Australia at the time. Primarily it was bought for float work, heavy haulage, big trailers, big loads. Walter Wright owned it for years, and it had a couple other owners. I saw the truck in 1992, had a look. It was working at Diggers Rest on the bypass. I said to old mate there, I said, "Oh, can I have a look?" And he said, "Oh yeah." And I said, "Yeah, I'd love to buy a truck like this one day." And he said, "You'll never buy this truck," he said.
Why is that?
He said, "Because if it goes for sale, I'll buy it." And it changed hands a couple of more times and I ended up with it. I've kept an eye on it over the years and ended up with it. And
why have you kept an eye on it for all of these years?
Just interested in the Pete's. They're a lovely truck, and I own a couple others I work, and yeah, it was a bit of an unusual truck, and it was a Peterbilt, which are pretty...
Why unusual?
Unusual being such a heavy truck. The checker plate guards in the front. This is actually, the model numbers are 351 STL, and these had the checker plate guards and running boards, or they're actually called diamondette.
Yep.
Instead of the crown type fenders, and this truck was the only truck with this gearbox. It was 24 volt electrics. Yeah, look, you know, it was a bit of a different build, but I like all old Peterbilts. As long as it's got a bonnet on it, I'm pretty happy and pretty happy to drive it, own it.
All right, good one. Now, how long? What year did you buy it?
I've only had this a couple of years. The other old trade truck I've had about 15 years. That was first Peterbilt.
Yep. Okay. Well, okay. Let's not worry about. Let's worry about this truck. Yep. Now, did you buy it in this condition?
Yes, I bought it in this condition. Yes. Actually, it was a little bit worse than this. I've put a few bits back on it, but yeah.
I didn't think much more could come off it, to be honest.
Oh well, no. There was a few bits screwed back on it. It was pretty rude, and when I got it, there was no headlights or anything in it. Actually, it was quite pulled to bits. And,
all right, now. Bumper to Bumper is a classic car show. Normally, we're here at Lansfield today for the truck show. But one of the things I can attest to this truck is that it's all about people, power, and passion. And mate, you've got that in spades when we're talking about this truck. You haven't restored it. What's the reason behind that?
I've got a couple others I work, and I've done another one up, and it's only a matter of time before it'll happen.
Right. So you actually don't want to leave it as in the state, because I reckon you'd be getting a lot of people coming to have a look at it.
No, I want to restore this truck, and if the need comes, it can go on the road and work again. There's no reason.
Right,
no
and
reason can't work it.
All right, the truck's 1964.
No, 66. Oh well, 65, 66. This one was sold, and the other one I use is a 1966 Peterbilt, and it's used daily around the area here, cutting hay, logs, and machines.
All right, so it's still got its earnest living then.
Oh, well, why have it and just lock it in the shed and put a blanket on it, you know?
Oh, well, you can take the car shows.
There's no fun, you know, and the same with a classic car. If you can't take it out and enjoy it and drive it every day, really, look, you know, yeah. We've got to have toys, but I get more enjoyment out of actually working a truck than, you know, I love coming to the truck shows, I catch up with my mates, everybody else gets to enjoy it too. But the real enjoyment, I think, is every day of the week.
Well done, mate. Well, look, I can say, you know, you're really passionate about it. Well done to your Peterbilt. I'd love to see it when you actually restore it. It might be a couple of years, but she's a beauty. And thanks for being on Bumper to Bumper.
Very good. Thanks, Rusty.
Thanks,
Hope
Robbie.
you enjoyed your weekend. Thanks, mate.